week's edition of Strong and Steady. I'm Jen. Let's start our warm up and we'll go over our class format. So let's start moving our arms in circles out away from our body, keeping our torso nice and still in our seated position. And change directions when you feel that you're ready. Long exhales, belly button to sternum. And then big circles, one arm at a time. Our workout format is a gradually increasing number of exercises. So we had done this once before a number of weeks back. So it was formatted similar to the song, The 12 Days of Christmas, and it's the 12 days of exercise. And so what we do in terms of design is usually, I do anyways, load the harder things with fewer repetitions so we can really focus on doing them well in the beginning on the first day and so on. So what we'll do is, just like the song, do the first day one time, and then on the second round, we do 2 repetitions of that exercise in addition to 1 repetition of the first exercise, and so on. So you should be hinging now, maintaining that nice flat back. As the hips go back and the knees are soft, you lower your shoulders, ideally so that they're parallel to hips, and rise. Then as you get nice and warm, good blood flow in that back side, get your genie arms ready and initiate that hinge, and then send your hips down into your bodyweight squat. Keeping your weight in your heels and not in your toes, not in your knees. You're an hour early. We're at 11. So then you're really early. Sorry, my 11 o'clock walked in. Well, I'm in the Strong and Steady class. I just started. So yes, the virtual class. Okay, no, that's okay. Yes. I'm sorry, David. Okay, everyone, so we're starting with day 1, and day 1 is our push-ups, and we're doing incline push-ups using our chair. So I have the chair, the seat of the chair facing out, the top of the chair right here, and I'm gonna put some weight in the seat to make sure that my chair is nice and stable. And then we're gonna step out into an incline plank. All right, so maintain that tension in your armpits, a nice flat back, shoulders, hips, ankles, a nice straight line. And you're gonna keep your elbows tucked in, squeezing through the armpits as you slowly lower your sternum toward the chair and press and extend back up. Okay, that is our 1 push-up. Excellent. All right, now we're going on to day 2. Okay, day 2. Now we're gonna work on our eye raises. Okay, so if you had a really lightweight, that's what we'd want to be using right now. We don't want to overdo it. Eye raises, we're going to be standing with knees softly bent, core engaged, and we'll start our exhale. Our arms are rigid, and we're pulling those rigid arms until they're up overhead, and then slowly lowering them back down. So we're thinking chest and lats, and then up overhead, and then slowly lower back down. Good, that was our 2. Now we have our push-up. So get yourself aligned over your chair, squeeze through the armpits, bend at the elbows, lowering your chest to the chair, and straighten the arms and extend. Good, okay. That was day 2, day 1. Now let's move on to the 3rd day. Now we have a little bit more back work, okay? So we're doing bent over IYTs. So IYTs, it's like the YMCA song, right? T. And we're working through back and shoulders again in a bent over position. So we have to work against gravity. Now I have too heavy a weight for that. So I'm gonna go over and grab my lighter weight because I want to control my movement. So first, let's start with a nice bent over position, hinging at the waist, knees are bent. Then our arms are gonna dangle underneath our armpits, okay? And we're exhaling to initiate the stabilization of the core. All right, exhale as we draw the arms up to our ears for I, and back down. Out extended for Y, and back down, and then out to the side for T. Again, I, Y, T, and 3, I, Y, and T. Excellent. Okay. Now we have those full I raises or Y raises. All right, so now we're upright and not bent over. Knees softly bent. Exhale, raise those rigid arms up to the ears. And then slowly with control, lower back down. Raise, slow, hold at the top, and then slowly lower back down, zipping the ribs even more. Okay, and then over our chair for our single push-up. Ready? Exhale as you lower that inclined plank down to the chair. Exhale as you press back up. Excellent. We're knocking this out of the park. Okay, now we have day 4, which is squat with the lateral leg raise. Okay, so here's where you could use your chair or your stick. So I'm gonna reposition my chair so I can move on either side. I have 4, so I'm gonna do 2 on one side, 2 on the other. If you can do it without hanging on, that's ideal, okay? So we have our body weight squat. And as you rise, we're gonna shift our weight to one leg and lift that leg out to the side. Squat, contract oblique and glute to lift to the side. Okay, Lana, let's switch to the other side. Squat, lateral leg raise. And squat, lateral leg raise. Excellent. Okay, now we're back to the bent over IYTs. Okay, so reaching for your lighter weights. Exhale as you hinge. Okay, create tension in your armpits, drawing your shoulders back as the dumbbells dangle underneath your shoulders. And exhale, raise your arms to your ears, I. Out away from your ears, Y. And out away from your shoulders, T. I. Y. T. One more. I. Y. T. Perfect. Okay, now we have full range I raises. Ready? Upright position. Exhale. All the way up. And all the way down. Up. And down. Okay, using your chair now again. Get into your nice incline. And you're gonna bend at the elbows, lowering your chest to the chair. And then exhale as you straighten your arms, extending back up to your incline. For your one push-up, yes. Okay, now we have our bent over front back punch. Okay, so this is like a swimming stroke, right? So let's get our dumbbells and we're going to be in a bent over position. The arm that goes back is palm up. The arm that's in front is palm down. And this is day 5. So we have 5 strokes of this, okay? So as we're bent over, draw your elbows into your rib cage. Gaze forward. Exhale, extend one to the front, one to the back. And return. And switch. And return, nice and slow. Exhale. And return. Exhale. And return. Exhale. and return. Good. Okay, squat to lateral leg raise, using whatever support you need to stabilize. Squat, come to standing, lateral leg raise, and squat. Come to standing, lateral leg raise. Switch legs. Squat, lateral leg raise, and leg raise. So that leg, we're contracting oblique and heel to grab that glute to lift that leg. Bent over IYTs. All right, exhale into your bent over position. Exhale, I, Y, T, I, Y, T, I. Last one, Y and T. Excellent. Okay, now we have those standing eye raises. All right, we're doing a lot for the shoulders and back in this section, okay? Softly bent knees, belly button to spine. Exhale. Raise up overhead. Exhale, return slow. Excellent. Okay. And now our push-up. Okay. Now, as you get into this incline high plank, I want you to feel strong and broad across your shoulder blades. We don't want a lot of shoulder blade mobility here. We want to be strong in our mid-back, just like we would be in a high plank. And then tuck those elbows in as you lower your chest and press back up. Good. Okay. Nice. Now, day 6. We have single leg Romanian deadlifts. Okay, so we're going to use the back of our chair for our single leg Romanian deadlifts. So if you recall, we're going to present ourselves like hands up almost. So our elbows are bent, tucked down a little bit toward our sides, and we're going to lower our hands toward the top of the chair. And we're going to be on one leg, one heel's gonna float up, and our shoulders or hands are gonna go down toward the back of the chair at the same time. So I'm gonna stand on my right leg, and I'm gonna do 3 in a row on this right leg, okay? So knees softly bent, exhale, and I'm gonna slowly lower my hands down, pausing here to check in with my left heel. And then I'm gonna dig my right heel into the ground to contract and come back up to standing. Repeat. Okay, once you have your chair lower, or your chest lowered down to the chair, you want to have your heel extended straight out from your hip. So heel energy to get that hamstring and glute. Contract and come back to standing. All right, let's go one more. Lower yourself with control. Check in with this elevated plank and contract to come back to standing. Now we're switching legs, okay? So now left foot down, right leg floating. Okay, exhale as you're hinging on that left leg. And then left hamstring and glute contracts to bring you back up. And repeat. Leg extended to the wall. 2. And 3. Okay, excellent. That was our 6. Now we return to front to back punch. We're bent over, so we're going right into those hamstring and glutes that we were just working. Okay, so elbows locked into your ribs, grasping those dumbbells bent over. Okay, now I'm going to start with the left. Left forward and return. 2. Switching sides, that's 3. 4 and 5. Okay, that was front to back punch. Now we have squat to lateral leg raise. Genie arms, squat, rise, shifting my weight so I'm lifting my left leg. Squat, rise. Now other leg, squat, rise, and right leg. Squat, rise, and good. Okay, now bent over IYTs. Bent over. I like the bent over position. That hinge, exhale is my hinge. Arms under armpits, fingers with my lighter dumbbells. Exhale, I, Y, and T. I, Y, and T. One more. I, Y, and T. Excellent. Okay, now we have the standing eye raise. Okay, here we go. Now you're feeling a little tired perhaps. Make sure that you are lifting your chest just a little bit. Tension cascading down from your armpits to hips. Belly button in, feet on the ground underneath your hips. Exhale. Draw those arms up to your ears. Arms are rigid, lower with control. And all the way down, zipping, zipping, zipping. Good. And now our push-up. Okay. So hands on the back of the chair, a single beautiful push-up. Elbows in, stable shoulder blades, lower, and press back up. All right. Good work. Okay, now we have day 7. Squat to curl to press out. So we're not doing a press up, we're gonna do a squat, curl, press out. So instead of staying in our center of gravity, we're moving away. Okay, so that's the challenge. Now be mindful if your core is too tired, moving weight away from your center of gravity is more dangerous, okay? So be mindful, maybe you select a lighter weight. Okay, ready? So we have 7 of these. Squat, rise, curl, and extend away from your body, zipping your core. Return, squat, rise, hammer, curl, press out, return. Squat, rise, hammer, curl, press out. That's 3. And this is very slow and deliberate. Good, and 4. Really zipping as you press away from your center of gravity. 6. And lower. This is 7. Good. Okay, now those single leg Romanian deadlifts. 3 on each leg. Here we have the back of our chair. Hands up. Stand on the right leg, float the left leg. Ready? Soft knee. Exhale. And up. Hamstring and glute. And 3. We're thinking we're in an elevated plank here. Now switch legs, left leg down, right leg floats. 1. 2. Checking in with those headlights, shoulders, hips, stay in parallel. Front to back punch. All right, so bent over, elbows in. Now I'm gonna start with the right. I got 5. Right to the front, left to the back, and alternate. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Squat to lateral leg raise. Okay, weights are down, or you can use them if you're feeling good. I'm going with genie arms. Ready? Body weight squat. And then one leg floats up. 2. All right, now switch sides. Squat. Contract through that oblique. And 2. Good. Now bent over IYTs. This is about range of motion. This is not about heavy weights. So get lighter if you need, or none at all. Okay, bent over position, arms dangling. Exhale, raise the arms to the ears. Exhale, bring them out away from the ears in a V. And exhale, out to the side in a T. Repeat. V, or Y as it were, T. One more. I, Y, and T. Perfect. Now we have our full range eye raises. Ready? Soft knees, neutral spine. Exhale. 1. Lower with control. And 2. Good. Okay. Back to our chair. All right, so hands are gonna be on the back of the chair. As we step into our incline, create tension in your armpits, lower your chest to the chair, and press back up. That's the way to do push-ups, one at a time. All right. Okay, so now we have bicycle crunches. Okay, so 8 bicycle crunches. We're gonna be seated in our chair on our sit bones, knees in parallel. We're going to bring our hands to our ears, fingers light on the back of our scalp, elbows in, and we're gonna contract armpit to opposite hip. That leg's gonna float as though to touch. So right elbow to left knee. We have 8 of these and we're gonna alternate, okay? Exhale, 1, 2, belly button in, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nicely done. Okay, squat to curl to press out. So 7 of these. Okay, so you've got your weights on your side. All right, balance on the soles of your feet. We're gonna squat into your heels, rise, hammer curl, press out as you zip the rib cage. And back down for 2. And I use my exhale as I take that weight and press it away because I want to zip my ribs. That's 4 right here. Not going fast with this. 5. Squat, hammer curl. 6. As we work away from our center of gravity, we strengthen our core even more. Excellent. Okay, single leg Romanian deadlifts. Back of the chair is our target. Arms are up, standing on the right leg. Left leg's gonna float as the shoulder descends. 1. And this is low belly, hamstring and glute. 2. And 3. Switch legs. 1. 2. And 3. Excellent. Okay, front back punch. All right. So we're gonna lower with control into our hinge. Lock your elbows to your ribs, and I'm starting with the left side now. I've got 5. So front to back, return. 3, 4, and 5. Set my weights down, or you can keep them. We have squat to lateral leg raise. Ready. Lateral leg raise. Keeping that foot parallel to the ground. Now switch sides for 3 and 4. Excellent. Bent over IYTs. We're keeping moving. We're slowly driving our heart rate up. Okay, nice bent over position, flat back. Exhale, I, Y, and T. 2, Y, and T. And 3, Y, and T. Okay, standing eye raises. Vertical. Exhale. All the way up. All the way down. Zipping the ribs. And all the way down. Good. Okay. And now our singular push-up. I say that, but we're actually getting in 12 push-ups, right? All right, lower your chest, elbows in, and press away. Good. Okay, now we've done 8 days, and I haven't really given you a break. So if you need a drink of water, go ahead and take one. We're moving on to day 9. Okay, so here again, we're gonna have slightly lighter weights. All right, and we're gonna be in a seated position. So have a seat, move your meat around on your fanny so you find your sit bones and sit nice and tall in a neutral spine. What we're gonna do is a lateral arm raise with the dumbbells. So we're gonna raise them from our sides, from our hips, and bring them out to our sides. But as we do one, we're also gonna contract armpit to hip and float that knee up. Okay, and as the arms come down, we're gonna return it. So it's not gonna be up and down, it's gonna be with control. Float up and lower with control, sequenced with our arm work. Okay, ready? So our arms are at our sides with dumbbells or without. Okay, exhale. Right knee and back down. Left knee and back down. And we're trying to think about contracting through our core to draw that knee up. This is 8. And I suddenly had a Karate Kid image going through my head as I'm watching myself. All right, so that was our lateral leg raise with the knee float. Now let's set the dumbbells down and we'll bring our hands to our ears and elbows in and we'll bicycle crunch. All right, you ready? And exhale, armpit to hip. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Nicely done. Squat to curl to press out. All right, so move the chair out of the way unless you're using a chair for your chair squats. All right, so dumbbells on either side. All right, you ready? We're gonna sit back in our heels as we squat. Rise, hammer, curl. Exhale as you press away. And repeat. That was 2. Squat, rise, hammer, curl, press out. Squat, rise, curl, press out. And your arms are running parallel to the ground. Here's 5. Good. And 6. Last one. And 7. Good. Okay. Now, single leg Romanian deadlifts. Okay, so keeping the body in parallel, shoulders, hips, kneecaps, hands up, I'm going to stand on my right and float my left. Exhale. And 1. I'm pausing down at the chair, contracting through the hamstring for 2, 3, because I don't want to just pull myself up using whatever muscles just happen to want to jump in and help out. I want to pull the right ones. Okay, so now I'm going to stand on my left and lower and lift that right one. Left hamstring and glute pulls me up, and core. 2 and 3. Excellent. Okay, front back punch. Grab those dumbbells. Let's keep moving. Bent over, elbows in. And I'm starting with my right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Okay, now I'm going to keep my dumbbells in my hand as I go through this next one. And I'm going to draw my elbows in, keeping my arms at a nice right angle as I squat, lateral leg raise. Ready? Okay, squat, stand, raise. Squat and raise. Contracting obliques, squat, rise, and glute. Squat, rise, and hamstring, or obliques and glutes. Okay, excellent. Now, bent over IYTs. I'm gonna trade out my heavier weight. All right, because I'm going for good range of motion. Bent over. Ready? Exhale. I, Y, and T for 1. I, Y, T for 2. Y, and T for 3. Okay, good. All right, the standing eye raises. All right, soften those knees. With that exhale, you're practicing your body setup. So pelvic floor lifting, transverse wrapping towards your spine, and intercostals pulling your rib cage nice and tight. Ready? And raise. And lower with control. And lower with control. Good. Okay. And our push-up. All right, so finding your chair, finding your good in-kind plank, create that tension in your chest, lower yourself with control, and straighten those arms again. Okay, now we're on day 10, curtsy lunge bicep curl. Okay, if you recall, our curtsy lunge is reaching back behind the front leg instead of straight back. Okay, and we're going to add in a bicep curl. So if you are using the chair for stability here, so if it's on your right side, you're going to have a dumbbell in your left, and you're going to reach that right leg back and lower and raise. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to do 5 on one side, and then we'll do 5 on the other. I know this isn't our favorite, but we want to focus on getting our glute active and keeping our core engaged, so we're not leaning forward into our lunges, okay? All right, ready? Okay, so the chair's on my right, stepping back with my right leg, lower the knee, raise, and curl. Down and curl. Lower the knee, curl. 2 more. 1 and 2. Good. Okay, let's move to the other side of the chair. All right, so now left leg's going behind the right, and the weight's in my right hand. All right, step back, lowering the left knee, rise and curl. 2, 3, 4, last one, and 5. Good, okay. Seated lateral raise with a leg float. So we have 9 of these guys again. All right. Arms at your sides. Exhale as the arms float. The knee raises and returns. 2, 3. And you can think heavy heel from the leg that's staying down. 8, last one, and 9. Okay, now we have bicycles, so set those dumbbells down, hands behind your ears. Ready, armpit to opposite hip. 1, 2, rotating through the rib cage. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Okay. So now we have our dumbbells, squat to curl to press out. Okay. I've got my dumbbells. I'm going to squat into my heels. Rise, curl, exhale as I press away from my body. Return to my sides for 2. And 3. And down. Heels, rise, curl, press away. 5. 6. Got one more after this, guys. You can do it. And 7. Good. Okay. Day 6, Romanian deadlifts. Single leg. Okay. Hands up. Let's get going. Right leg down. Exhale. And exhale. Hamstring. 2. And 3. Switch legs. Lower with control. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Dumbbells, front back punch in a bent over position. Elbows in, bend over. Ready? I'm starting with the left. 1, 2. Keep those headlights straight. 4 and 5. Good. Okay. Now, if you have those dumbbells, hold them to your chest, elbows in, and squat to lateral leg raise. 1. Staying with that same leg, and now I'm switching. 1, 2. Okay. 3 days bent over IYTs. Ready. Bend over, arms hanging. Exhale. I, Y, and T. I, Y, and T. One more. I, Y, and T. Good. Okay. Day 2, eye raises. Upright. Ton of core here. So find your footing. Exhale. 1. And exhale as you bring them down. 2. And exhale as you bring them back down. Good. Okay. And push-ups. Okay, so find the back of your chair. Step back into your high plank. Squeeze that tension into your armpits. And lower your chest as the elbows bend. And straighten back up. Good. Okay, we're on day 11. Woo! Elbow squeeze to press. Okay. Now, I like to do, we'll go ahead and do this from a seated position so we can be sure that we have pelvic stability. So sit on your sit bones, feet and legs parallel to hips. Extend those elbows out and don't raise them up above your armpits. Make sure they're down because you want to create tension in your chest here as you squeeze your elbows together. That's the goal here as we get some shoulder and chest work, okay? Ready? So we have 11 of these. All right, squeeze, open and press. 2, open and press. 3, open and press. 4, open and press, and you can do palms facing or palms away. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Last one, squeeze, open and press. Woo! That was good work. Okay, curtsy lunge bicep curl. All right, I've got my chair. All right, it's on my right, so I'm gonna step behind my left leg and curl with my left hand. Ready? Step back, squeeze the butt. 1, 2, 3, focusing on that right glute and my core. 4, and 5. Okay, we're bending the knee, we're engaging our glute, keeping our core tight. If you don't get that knee down very far toward the ground, that's okay. Stay with your range of motion. All right, switching sides, left hand down, reaching back with my right leg. 1. Curl as you rise. 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Seated lateral raise with a leg float, or a knee float rather. We aren't drawing that straight leg up. We're pulling the knee up with a string tied from our oblique. All right, ready? We have 9 of these. Exhale. 1, 2, alternating. 3. 1 heel gets heavy. 1 floats up. 5. 7, try and stay tall. We're working with a neutral spine here. And 9. Good, dumbbells down, bicycle crunch. Now this is not a neutral spine. We're working into a rounded spine as we twist across the rib cage. Ready? 1 and 2, elbow to knee, rotate. 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8. Excellent. Squat to curl to press out. All right, dumbbells in hand. All right, core is ready and strong. All right, squat into your heels, rise, curl, and press for 1. Squat. 2. Exhale for 3 as you press away. 4. 5. 6. 1 more. And 7. Excellent. Okay. 6 Romanian deadlifts. Sorry, I had to do it. Okay, hands up. Right foot down, left leg floats. Exhale. 1. Use the muscles. 2. Back of your leg. And 3. Switch sides. 1. 2. And 3. 5 front to back punches. So grab those weights, bent over, elbows in, and begin. Right and left, right and left, and right. Good. Come to standing, elbows in. If you want to hold those weights, hold them to your chest. Squat to lateral leg raise. And 1. Squat. And 2. Switch. And 1. Squat. And 2. Excellent. All right, IYTs. Is that right? Yes. Okay. All right. Bent over. Ready. Exhale. I, Y, and T. I, Y, and T. With this movement, you almost don't even need weights. And T. Okay. I raises. Upright. Feet down. Soft knees. Exhale. I, and back down. Good. And a push-up. All right, find your incline. Squeeze the armpits. Make it excellent. Lower your chest and raise. Okay, and we're on our last round. It's the 12th day of working out. You made it. Here we go. We have 12 lateral lunges. Okay, using the chair or not using the chair. Okay, we're gonna play peekaboo around the chair. All right, you ready? I'm ready, Jen. All right. Step to the side, into the middle. 2, 3, 4. And you're pushing off that bent leg. If you're not using the chair, you can place your hands on your hips. 8, 9, 10, 11, exhale, 12. Elbows squeeze to press in a seated position. Okay, good base on your sit bones. Elbows pointed at me, squeeze through your chest. All right, squeeze, open and press. 2, 3, and 4, 5, press, squeeze, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, staying still for 11. All right, perfect. We're making our way. We have bicep curls going now with our curtsy lunge. Okay, chairs on my right, stepping back with my left. 1, 2, and as I do my curtsy lunge, my arm straightens. Last one. Good. Okay, switching sides. Ready? 1. So right leg is back and the weight's in my right hand. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, seated, lateral knee, lateral raise with the knee float. Okay, arms at your sides, nice and tall. Exhale, heavy heel, the opposite leg floats. You're fine, Trip. 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, perfect. Now we have bicycle crunches. So set your dumbbells down, hands at the sides, bring your elbows into your peripheral, and exhale, twist. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, rounding, belly button to spine, 8. Good, 7, squat to curl to press out. So grab those dumbbells. All right, folks, we're almost halfway done with this last round, okay? Ready? Dumbbells at your sides, tension in your lats. Sit down in your heels, rise, exhale, press out. Sit, curl, and press out for 2. 3. Imagine that you're pushing out a platter of drinks. 4. 5. Good. 6. Last one, and 7. Excellent. All right. All right, here we go. I'll do it again. 6, Romanian deadlifts. Okay. Hands up, right leg down, ready. 1, and 2, and 3. Switch legs. Right leg's floating, left leg's working. 2, and 3. Okay, front to back punches. Grab those dumbbells. Bent over, elbows in, and go. 1, going in opposition. 2, back palm up. 3, front palm down. 4, and 5. Good, okay. Set your dumbbells down or lock them into your core. Squat, lateral leg raise. Squat, lateral leg raise, and switch. Squat, lateral leg raise, lateral leg raise. Okay, down to 3, IYT. Okay, bent over, neutral spine, exhale, I, Y, T, I, Y, T. Last one, I, Y, T. Come to upright. Get that core ready for these eye raises, full range. Up and exhale, coming down. Exhale, going up and exhale, coming down. Good. And our very last push-up of the day. Okay. So here we go. Incline plank over my chair, arms are straight, tension in my lats. Lower your chest toward the chair, elbows in and bent, and exhale as you push up. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and keep that chair at our side. Let's just go ahead and swing in a power kick. So front to back with that left leg. We did a lot of work in hamstring and glute today, both stationary work as well as contracting it with those RDLs and those squats. So that was good stuff. Okay, I just swung back and forth my left leg, and now I'm gonna move my chair to the left side as I do the same with my right leg. My core is engaged. Heel to butt and toe up. Good. Okay, now I'm going to cross my arms over and open my chest as they swing out. Hopefully you're able to focus on your core a lot today. We tried to do things moving a little bit slower, which puts more demand and intention into our core. That's the ideal. Good. Now let your arms swing like a poodle skirt around you as you rotate, nice and slow. Swinging as they wrap around your torso. Good. And now reaching for the ceiling with both hands. Right hand grasps left wrist and open the left side. Extending for me, I'm reaching for the west. And return to center. Release and left hand grasps right wrist. And I'm reaching to the east, opening up the right. And return to center. Thank you for joining me on this Thursday, guys. Get a lot of water in this heat and have a lovely weekend. I'll see you either Sunday for stretch at 10 or next week, Tuesday at 10 for round 21 of Strong and Steady. Bye.